let's just get to the point. Apple. How did you get the job at Apple? Like, just walk us through the entire process.
Okay, so the Apple one, honestly, like, I'm not kidding you. Like, I know everyone's gonna be like, "Oh, this is like she's like forming it," but honestly, it's God. First of all,
Okay.
but I'll tell you the reason why I said that, because
she ain't gotta tell me what to do with it. I already know. Been knew I had a juice with it. Y'all ain't ready though. Outside, got the vision going. I'ma make it go.
And that's actually what I was about to ask you. So if Apple was so great, why didn't you go back?
So there are different answers to that question. Number one,
there's no scarcity, right?
So that's the thing.
If I give you money, I lose $1. But if I give you an idea, I don't lose an idea.
Exactly. Like, why should I withhold? And somebody said this to me one time. Like, why should I have information that can make somebody else successful and withhold that? That's selfish. That is extremely selfish, because you will not lose anything.
If only more people had that mindset.
You can't tell me like you want to work at Tesla and you're very, very big on work-life balance. You want to like always you want to work like 40 hours a week, and you can't work at Tesla. That wouldn't make sense, because everyone puts in a lot of work. So I think you need to reflect and be self-aware about like who you are, what you like to do, what are your likes, what are your dislikes. That helps you make a lot of decisions better. Not just like with like careers, but with like any like with relationships.
So I'll ask you then. I agree with everything you're saying, right? But I don't feel like, okay, develop self-awareness. Okay, cool, but it's kind of very abstract.
Yeah.
So like, what are some things people can do to develop self-awareness?
Journal. Journaling is like, trust me, like you.
And like, what kind of things should you write in your journal?
So for me, I think people do it differently, but for me, what I do is like I do like a reflection of the day, what I learned, and like the things that I didn't handle well. There's some things like I realized that maybe I shouldn't have done this way, and I know better for next time. But I think it helps. Like, I think one of the things I've been telling people about, especially when people reach out to me to talk about, hey, I want to go into product management, right? So what I tell them, like, I do an exercise. It's like, okay, who are you today? What are the things that you're doing? What are your tasks? What are your skills, right? If you think about the ideal job, write yourself the ideal job description, right? If you know it, or you can copy it online, or your ideal job role, write out all the things that you need to do there, and sort of do a comparison, like what do you have, what don't you have, and then you sort of like have the items that you need to work on, and then you can figure out like what's the next steps to get there. So that's like an exercise that I do, and I think that's also part of like reflection, and it's just documenting that process. So it's like you're seeing it clearly. So you have 5 items in your toolkit, and you see product management needs like 7. So you're missing these 2 things. So how do you get these 2 things, right? And I tell them, talk to people and be like, hey, do you have any of these 2 things? Say, here, this is how I learned thing 1 and thing 2. You take that and until you build that back up, and you have 7, and then it's easy to, because when you're applying for jobs, and this is not just like a job thing, but when you're confident that you can do something, it's just about like doing it. And even if you get rejected, you wouldn't feel too bad, because you're like, okay, maybe it just wasn't a right fit. You gave it your all. Yeah. Versus like, I know a lot of people like they just apply online, just like they spray and then they pray, and they get rejected. They feel sad, rejected. But you didn't do all the things that you're supposed to do. So right now, anytime like I apply for a job, like if I ever apply for a job, like I know exactly that I can kill it. I know exactly that I can do all these things. Like when I read job descriptions, I can So it's when you have that confidence, like nothing can break you. And maybe there'll be other external factors but then you'll be able to give anyone the run for their money. So I think knowing that keeps your confidence very, very high. And that has helped me a lot.
Wow, excellent. Sefunmi,
you're a hype man.
What a guy. Great. Yeah. That's the thank you.
She ain't gotta tell me what to do with it. I already know. Been knew I had a juice with it. Y'all ain't ready though. Outside, got the vision going. I'ma make it go.